Hi everyone, it's Red Hill Eagle here, and this is Learn to Play TEW 2020 with ECW Episode 8 More Contract Offers. Before we get round to booking our next show, obviously I'm skipping through the days to get there, and we've got some more things to look at. We've got a couple of emails. So Al Snow has been offered a contract from IWA MS. Now it's probably only a handshake deal, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, handshake deal, because he'll work for both of us. I'd rather have him exclusively, but I don't think I'm prepared to offer him an exclusive handshake. Sorry, an exclusive written contract at the moment. One Man Gang's gone to WWF and John Tenter's gone to WWF. Sabu has been hired by JAPW on a handshake deal. Again, he'll work for both of us if it's a handshake deal, but I would rather have him exclusively. So I'm going to look into offering him an exclusive deal, which we'll do in just a second. Decisions. Billy Fives, I think I brought him in as a jobber, and Jerry Lynn has obviously accepted the written contract, so that's really good. We'll guarantee his services for 3 years. So let's just have a quick look then at Sabu and offer him an exclusive deal. I'd just rather have him exclusively. He's 32 years old. He's one of our major stars, and he's a future champion more than likely. He might even be a previous champion. Yeah. So I mean, but he's definitely one of our stars. So let's see what we can offer him. Exclusive written. He wants nearly 8,000. Yeah, I think we've got to do it with someone like him. Okay, so I'll skip a few more days. Hopefully we don't have too much more to do before we get to our next show. Okay, so Al Snow has accepted the offer from IWA MS. I take it MS stands for Mid South, so he'll be part of their roster as well. Hopefully we don't clash in terms of schedule. And it is now Friday, so we've got another TV show to book. We obviously need to change our plans for the main event at the pay-per-view because we're losing our champion, Shane Douglas. We're going to have Bam Bam Bigelow take the title off him in the main event, so it's not ideal, it's not what we wanted, but best course of action really, since we're losing Douglas. Whether Bigelow will end up being champion for a long time remains to be seen. I know we want Taz to get there eventually, but we'll have to see. All I do here in the notebook is obviously I just put an arrow there, in the other direction, just to show that we are now changing plans. So originally that said Douglas over Bigelow. We're now changing that, so I just put an arrow in the other. We need to make sure we do that in game as well. So in the pre-booking screen, go to the match we want. Shane Douglas versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Go to modify booking. Go into the road agent notes, and we're going to take off Shane Douglas to be the victor. And we're going to take off the match to end with managerial interference. And we're going to put Bam Bam Bigelow down as the victor. So make sure Victor's up there. Bam Bam Bigelow. Add the note. Okay, all done. Here we are again then with Hardcore TV. And what you get once you've booked at least one show, you start to get all your previous shows here in this drop down. We've only booked the one so far, so there's just this one here. This was obviously last week's. We have a backstage incident involving Billy Graham. He failed to show up for a scheduled meeting. Oh. Well, slap on the wrist. Small negative impact. What? Okay. Absent workers. We'll just click on this. It just shows you who's absent for this show. Sometimes it might be that if you're on handshake deals, people might be working for other companies, or it's usually when people are injured, though, that sort of thing. Let's have a look at where we're hosting the show this week. It's the NJ South Jersey Sports Academy again. I could change it. What are we expecting? 361. I'm going to change it to this Carrier Theatre, just to host it somewhere else, or I could even. Where did I have it last time? I can't remember where I had it last time, but as with before, want to maximise our revenue, and we're expecting 361, probably be a bit less than that. So we'll go for this venue here, which has a capacity of 463. Select this venue. I've tidied up the default matches. I normally just go for the very, very basics, but seeing as we are ECW, I've put a few more in there that we might use a little bit more often than everything else. But we'll begin, as usual, with the tag team matches. Let's have a look. I'm going to go for... Let's go for FBI this week. The champions, they're going to defend the belts. They're both heels, so they need to take on two faces. We've obviously got more now. Let's have the Blue Meanie and Billy Fives. The belts are on the line, but obviously they're facing two jobbers. There's no way they're going to lose this one. And let's have Tracy Smothers win this. Actually, we won't have it open because they're facing two jobbers, so just be a little bit more one-sided for the champions. We'll have a second tag team match. Exclude already booked. Gonna go for the Dudleys. And they will take on... Actually, they're heels as well, so maybe we should have a face team. Yeah, let's go for the Hardcore Chair Swinging Freaks. And they're going to take on Chris Parks and our boy Ron Killins, who's no longer going to be our boy because he's a freelancer. We'll have Axel Rotten win it. Nope, script it again. Decisive win. Right, the opening match of the night. Got to be careful with times this week. Let's get RVD on there. He will face and defeat Spike Dudley. What I do as well, it's not as urgent this early in a game, but when I pick a match like this, unless I've really planned it in detail, which I haven't, I do just go on match history just to check that they didn't fight last week or something silly like that. It's okay if you do it every now and then, but I try not to repeat matches too often, and it'll just give you a rundown of any previous matches they've had together in this company or in any other company. But they haven't. We'll do that. Be a bit of a squash for RVD. Can have this as our Wild Brawl as well. Script it. Decisive win. So that's our Wild Brawl, and it's the opening match. Okay, really have got to be careful with times. I'm thinking about reducing these actually. Yeah, reduce that one. Reduce this one by maybe just the 1 minute. So we've got 20 minutes. I want to get... Where is he? Kid Cash. I want to get him on again. But I think because he was on last week, I mean, ideally I'd get him on again. But I think we'll have someone different this week. We'll put someone else on who wasn't on last week. It tells you down here as well when they were last seen. So last seen unknown. Obviously we're not going to use Bubba Ray. Actually, we could use Bubba Ray because we didn't use the Dudleys in the end. But I think I'm going to stick with him being mainly tag team. Pitbull 2. We'll have Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich will have a match. He's a heel. Let's have him take on someone, a face who wasn't used last week. Don't have many faces, do we really? Something else we're going to have to look at, I think. No, we don't have many faces at all. Is there any faces left down here? Okay, well he was used last week, but he's a jobber, so let's get him on there again. And this one will be a short one as well, 6 minutes. I might make this one. What does Car Crash say? Basically, do a stunt show full of dangerous moves and spectacular bumps. This can amaze the crowd and get them buzzing. Due to the nature of the belt, injuries are far more common, and it's easy for the match to fall apart. Okay. I'm going to put Car Crash. Could be a really bad decision. I didn't put a victor in, did I? I want Tommy Rich to win it. I'm going to put Car Crash, but before I actually book it, I want to see what their psychology is like, because it said there about needing. Well, he's 75. 45. Oh. Maybe Tommy Rich will carry it. Let's try. Let's just try. Okay, I'm going to stick in the main event now. I think going forward, we're just going to be able to. We're just going to have the one tag team match every week. I mean, I could put a very short match in now and then the main event. No, let's do the main event. So who wasn't used last week? By the way, some of these, of course, may have been used just on angles rather than in the ring. We could have Sabu. Yeah, let's have Sabu in the main event. Go up against. Jerry Lynn. I know we want to push Jerry Lynn, but he should get some pop just for being in the ring with Sabu. So where are we? 33. Right. No, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, that'll take us to 45. Give Sabu the victory. Open match script. Right, so we've got our car crash. We've got a wild brawl. I'm going to put this one down as storytelling. I wouldn't normally do it for the main event, but we've kind of run out of options. Okay. I'm still getting used to this product as well. I normally just do classic sports entertainment. And when I say I usually do classic sports entertainments, I only do classic sports entertainments. I've already done those, so yeah. And we'll have him win. We'll have him cheat. He's a heel. So a few angles. Let's have a look at our storylines. Okay, Chris Candido, we could have him distract Jerry Lynn in that main event, just to move that story forward. So it doesn't have to be as the finish. If we were going to do it as the finish, it would be under exact finishes, outside interference. But let's just have it that he just interferes somewhere during the match. But obviously, it would have an impact on Jerry Lynn, and maybe he had some momentum going and he's lost it because of that interference. Bam Bam Bigelow and Shane Douglas. Well, we definitely need to do something here because we're losing Douglas. Let's have Shane Douglas. Microphone. Bam Bam Bigelow. Let's have him on the microphone as well. And then I think we'll have. Right, Billy Graham's our interviewer. Billy Graham. So we'll have Graham interviews Douglas. Bigelow interrupts and cuts promo. 4 minutes. 4, I think, is usually a good number if you want people's pop to increase during angles. I don't know if it's an exact. I'm pretty sure it used to be 4 minutes on TEW 2016. I don't know if there's an exact number on this particular game, but 4 minutes is a good kind of time for this. I mean, we've only got 11 minutes left to book now, so yeah, if we have sort of 2 or 3 promos of 4 or 5 minutes, that's us done. RVD, Tommy Dreamer. We'll have Tommy Dreamer. Let's move this one there. And we'll have Tommy Dreamer microphone. Rob Van Dam. No, not sex appeal. Thank you, Rob Van Dam. Where am I going? Just overness. And then Doug Furness and Phil Lafon. Doug Furness fighting, Phil Lafon fighting. And what we'll do for this one, post-match, Dreamer appears and cuts promo. Furness and Lafon attack Dreamer. Well, that's 3 minutes. I do just want to check that it's Rob Van Dam that's aligned with those two, and that we haven't had, Doug Furness and Phil Lafon attacking the wrong person. Because I'm still getting used to the roster, I'm still getting used to who's who. Don't want to make any stupid mistakes like that. So that was post-match there. So just after the match, he comes out, cuts a promo on RVD, and then he gets attacked by RVD's friends there. 8 minutes if we're going to hit 60. 8 minutes. So 2 more 4-minute angles. About right. What else have we got? Al Snow and Barry Horowitz. Yeah, this is the one we added, isn't it? I think we'll just have Al Snow and Barry Horowitz brawl backstage. So Horowitz and Al Snow seen brawling backstage. So seeing as it's a brawl, that won't be 4 minutes. Let's just have it as a 2-minute. We could actually, seeing as we're ECW, who's the face? Hang on. Again, still getting used to this. Who's the face? So Al Snow's the heel. Barry Horowitz is the face. So let's see if Barry Horowitz will take a stunt bump. No. It's to do with our size, isn't it? Yeah, okay. That's a shame. I don't think many workers are going to agree to stunt bumps on our show. I just would have had him, like, I don't know, go through a glass door or something, or but it can add a bit of oomph to your promo, to your angle. But I think we're going to have to wait until we get to medium before we start using that. It's a shame. Seeing as we're ECW, I think you'd kind of have that sort of thing, wouldn't you? So 6 minutes. So we could have a 6-minute promo. Someone who hasn't been on the show yet. Have we got any storylines we haven't dealt with? No. So let's get one of our major stars. Now Taz and Terry Funk haven't been used yet. I think we'll have Taz in a promo. And it's just going to be a self promo, really. I mean, we could check his stats. See, his microphone isn't great. Charisma's alright. Here's what I'm going to do instead. Seeing as his charisma's pretty good, we're going to have him based on charisma. And it's just going to be a taped Taz promo video. Now, rate them on one of their good stats. Okay, you could cheat the system. If his selling was 100, you could have him on selling, but that wouldn't. Why would you do a promo video on someone selling moves? So you can kind of cheat or game the system by doing that. But I think charisma is more than plausible to be used for a promo video. I mean, tell me below if you think I'm wrong. But we'll only have that as 3 minutes. 3-minute promo video, like a music video, with the latest metal hit. We'll have that open the show, actually. Taz promo video. Who else haven't we used? Is there anyone else that we're looking to push that we haven't used? Paul Heyman should be on the show maybe somewhere. I'm still looking to push it. We'll have Kid Cash on there. Let's have Kid Cash on there. So we've got 3 minutes now. So we'll have Paul Heyman. I know Paul Heyman's our CEO, but until we get a few more personalities, let's use him as an interviewer as well. So Heyman interviews Kid Cash self promo. 3 minutes, because that's all we had left. Slot that there. 60 minutes. That's what we wanted. Let's see how we get on. Taz's video was 63. Pretty good. Spike Dudley and RVD 62. I'm pleased with that one. Very pleased. The post-match angle got 44. Yep, kind of average. As a small company, that's a good score actually. But yeah, that kind of worked for us. We can have a look at the dirt sheet if you've got it switched on and just see where we might have gone. I mean, we didn't get any penalties. We've got a few bonuses, so yeah. I mean, I was expecting penalties maybe, but it's probably Doug Furness and Phil Lafon not being all that popular. Probably dinged the rating, but that you wouldn't necessarily call that a penalty. It's not their fault they're not popular, I guess. FBI against the Blue Meanie and Billy Five's got 46. That's pretty good for two jobbers being on the show. Billy Five's initial gimmick got very good. Jack Donor, referee, got awful. See, I don't know why it does that really, the game. I mean, a referee, what other gimmick is he going to have other than staff member? It's not like, I don't know, it's just a little moan, I suppose. I'm just annoyed that it's awful. The Shane Douglas interview with Billy Graham that Bam Bam Bigelow interrupts got a 60. Bigelow didn't do well without a script, so yeah, maybe we could have got a slightly higher score than that. Be interesting just to see the dirt sheet on this one. Bam Bam Bigelow is penalised for improvising badly. Yeah, okay, well is what it is. 60 is still a good score, really. Tommy Rich and Chris Chetty, 34. I wasn't really expecting too much. What did we get? Gabe Sapolsky didn't do well as a road agent. He put the match together pretty badly. Okay, well, we'll make a note of that one. Probably not a great road agent. Al Snow and Barry Horowitz seen brawling backstage, 37. The storyline started. So yeah, it's just kind of like maybe they were in an argument, we don't see it, but we see them brawl. That'll obviously escalate over the next few weeks. Chris Parks and Ron Killings losing to hardcore chair swinging freaks. Got us a 44, not too shabby. Chris Parks got a gimmick of poor. We didn't actually look at the gimmicks, probably partly our fault, but we probably would have chosen something for Badass anyway for him. But he does get a large boost to psychology during matches, gets a small boost to charisma during matches and angles, may receive a bonus when booked to look dominant. So if we were looking to push him, which unfortunately we're not, we would obviously have him dominate. He's a bit too young for us at the moment. Paul Heyman interviewing Kid Cash. Kid Cash worked the crowd well, so he can improvise. He doesn't need a script. 47. And then Jerry Lynn versus Sabu. This is our main event, which Chris Candido interfered in, of course. Got a 63, so yeah, decent score. I think we could be looking at a late 50s final score here. 57. Yep, very pleased with that one. Increased our popularity in 8 regions. That's what we want to see. That brings episode 8 to a close. Hope you've enjoyed that one. Please give a like and subscribe if you have. And I'll see you all again soon for the next episode. Goodbye.